bed tonight. I don't have the time to fight, and I'm far away tonight. I'm so tired tonight. I fall asleep when I'm home.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here tonight. We're live Daytona under the lights here. Hardline Racing League. And it's about to get busy up front. Well, that's right. We're going to have a lot of these guys going to be stacked up side by side. Inches beyond inches of everyone here. Hardline Racing Series, Daytona International Speedway, Daytona Beach, USA. We've got some clear skies going on. We got the Xfinity cars. Hey, they got them running in real light too tonight. That's awesome. But I think they got a rain delay there, so don't quite have to worry about that too much here. Don't have to worry about rain delays. What's going on, Joshua? How are you, man? Oh, not a problem. As always, man, I'll tell you what, about to get set here to do some awesome laps around this huge 2.5 mile of a track. 80 laps, so I'm going to be total here tonight. Right now, they're in practice. I'm watching these guys storm around this track here and look good doing it, man. I'll tell you what, some sharp-looking cars. Who's y'all's favorite out there? Right, Joshua Adams right now, the man on point. He's looking poised, man, to have a good outing here tonight, so to speak. Let's see if I don't have a... Thought I had a background shot, but I guess not. Wow, look at them things storm by, man. Thunderous sound that those guys make going by. This is a big one. Oh no, we're racing tonight here. No, the actual real Xfinity Series race will be held tomorrow, so. Okay, well, that's good. All right, we'll give a shout out to our title sponsor here, 10 Designs, Racing Designs and Graphics. Check those guys out at 10 Designs. They'll always hook you up something new, so. We're about to get set here, man, to do battle 80 laps around a 2.5 mile super speedway here. These boys are about to run about 190 some mile an hour. 12 noon, huh? Okay, cool deal. I'll probably be asleep. That's all right. I'm always asleep. You don't have this team speak, my man. Hey, what's up, Dre, my man? Thought you were racing. Hey, come out here and race. We're Daytona, man. Jump in with Cody in the game. Well, we about to do some Daytona style. You know what? I need to check something right fast. Hang on. Hold on a minute, Chuck. I get this little line things off my TV for some reason. We're still waiting to go to qualifying here, so getting set. Huh. I don't know what has made those two little light lines, like a graph or something. I don't know. Anyways, well, we're still here. Good deal, man. There you go. There's nothing wrong, man, with getting your first ever win. I don't see why they wouldn't let you in, man. Get up with Cody and them, dude. Oh yeah, Shane's a good one. We got Michael Finlayson over here. I don't see him here. He's normally here, but that's gonna shake the points up a little bit if he's not. So yeah, Shane Therian. A good group of guys over here, man. I tell you what, they do some good stuff. Yeah, Tim, we noticed you wasn't here. Yeah, it's in the league. You don't have Hardline's team speak at all? Send Cody a message, see if he'll send you the thing. He's in team speak right now. We're going to qualify. But you're right, it is under, what you call it. Alright, qualifying's underway. Yeah, I told you wrong last night, Dre. We had 4 cautions, 170 laps. So, with 98 straight without one, and got a couple there at the end and all. So, all in all, I think the no fast fix is working, man. It was a good race. Exceptional race for Atlanta. Anyways. I had no power. Oh, you're living out in a tent. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah. Hey, we got a late race tomorrow night at 11:30. Oh, by the way, hey, Dre, Robert changed all those other late races to 9:15, 9:30. And that's, folks, if you don't know what it is, starting next week, next Saturday night, check us out, 9:15. Not only is OSR Network going to be live on YouTube as always, but we're going to be on live on the iRacing Live. So check us out there. It's going to be some exciting time, so to speak, and looking forward to that. Also check us out on Wednesday night. Now next week, well, they got like 2 races, man. We're off kind of next week, so I'll probably do some streaming, you know, play some, as y'all saw the other day, if the speed cam and the racing don't get you excited here, well, guess what? Now we got golf on the same network that you can watch the racing on. So there you go. If you don't like the racing, go watch golf. And you can. You can watch me play the golf. Actually, it's a pretty good game, though. Yeah, I asked him last night after the Extreme race to ask me to come over, and we talked, and them boys are pumped up and excited, man. They're all giddy about it, and rightfully so. They should be, man. Well earned, and yeah, I'm happy I got it done for them. I thought it was a good league they got, So get them on there, and got a good, man, rest of the ways to go, man, as far as races and all that. So he goes, no, man, the portal more important. He said, I can DVR the race. I said, all right, dude, I hear you. I'm trying to do some tests here. Last night I had the drivers' names in red. A lot of people said, which I thought it probably would be hard to read. Tonight I switched it over to yellow. Let me see how the yellow works. I'm trying to find something that's going to fit between the black and that silver, because that's pretty much what OSR Network's color scheme is red, white, silver, and black. I don't mind putting a touch of yellow in it every once in a while or something else, but white on that other part doesn't seem. I think the yellow's not too bad. So let me know how it looks on y'all. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. Pumped up, man. Just been one of them goals, and to be able to make it. You know, like I said before, thankful to all the fans, the viewers out there. I don't see my accountant out there yet, but I think he's out there. He'll pop in. So, well, that's what I'm saying. That it's going to be hard for me to find something that's going to clash up with that last one. Yeah, that last one's going to be a tough one. I see when I put red showed up well in the last one. Problem is it's clashed out with the black. So, we'll just have to see. It's an experiment. I do like that silver, though. I like how the black goes into the silver. I really like that. That's pretty much how OSR Network color scheme is. I mean, pretty much that's the logo. Everybody's seen the logo. You know, thank Rick Donovan for making that for me. So, if people want to call it OSR, they can. OSR Network's what I say. But either way, online simracingnetwork.com. Check us out there. You get all your action. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we're done with qualifying, folks. So, get your popcorn, get everything set. Because we're about ready, man, to sit here. Mark Richter puts it on pole. Joshua Adams going to be sitting there in second. Let's go through our gridding order here. As these guys are setting sail. Look at that. Well, excuse me. Actually, Chris Wright puts it on pole here tonight. Robert Kinney right there in second place. Bronson Stafford starting third. Joshua Adams going to be fourth. Walker Thompson in fifth. Tyler Hensley is going to be sixth. Baron Labasco starting seventh. Jamie Haley in eighth. Thomas Bretzi ninth. And Corey Blevins round out the top 10. I could have gave you the team speak there, Dre. You could have just come up in the booth with me tonight. That'd be awesome. So I'm up here by myself as usual. As we always say, Joe White, man on the mic here tonight. So, I'm liking it. You know, it's not too bad. Old Chris Wright gonna be up there on the pole side there. He's looking good. The man knows how to get things done here. Let me know how the stream looks to y'all. And all that stuff. Always like hearing, you know, the comments from everyone. Hopefully everything's doing good for you. Good deal. Yeah, because I think that a lot of guys from here go over there, so you'll see some guys here. Winstail guys run here. I think obviously, you know, Michael Finlayson, he runs over in the Winstail League. You'll see a lot of guys, man, from different leagues running different places, so it's kind of unique to see it that way, you know. Well, I am getting pumped up here and getting excited because we're about to kick this thing off. Here we go. Pace car's going to lead these machines off a rolling here. Listen to things, thunders, they go by us. We've got 18 bad fast boys and some awesome bad fast cars tonight here under the lights at Daytona International Speedway. Guys, strap on your hats, your belts. Hold yourself to the recliner or whatever you got to do. Because these guys are about, man, to put it to the wind. They're going to go tooth and nail. Double file. I call it double time, man, all the way back. That's right. Daytona style. And I don't know what in the world those two little marks are in the middle of my TV, but they need to go away. Some sort of like line-up thing. I don't know what it is. Oh. See them? I don't know what they are. Oh, they a bullseye. About to shoot somebody on the racetrack. Alright, pace cars in, boy, are coming in here in just a second. We're gonna get set sail here. These guys are gonna rumble at Daytona. Rumble in the jungle. Actually, rumble at the beach is what we're gonna call it. These guys are about to storm around a 2.5 mile monster of a track here. They gonna do it Daytona style. Tooth and nail, side to side, double file. All the way back, two abreast. Here we go, coming out of turn 4. Pace cars in. He heads off down on the pit road. Gonna send it here. Green flag's gonna fly for 80 laps here. Pure excitement. Let's see if we're gonna handle mayhem. Green flag, the hammer's down as they come past the start-finish line. They are still locked together. Listen to that roar of the motors as they head to turn number 1. Man, that's a powerhouse coming down the back stretch here. There we go. Coming down out of turn number 4. They're going to scoot off. Look at that. Chris Wright gets a good jump. So we're going to come to lap number 1. Yeah, I like the red, black, silver color myself. I just got to find something that's going to work with that number 2, so to speak. Well, right now, these guys, man, are jockeying it around all over the place. Well, I can give it a TS, man. That ain't hard. Hang on. Whoops, I don't know the password. My bad. There's the password. Hey, send Cody a message. He'll get you. Right now, these guys are storming. Chris Bronson Stafford, the man out front, got that Cineplex. Man's trying to make pictures out here. He's trying to make a movie here tonight, hopefully in victory lane. Lap 2 here of 80. Chris Wright has other plans as he storms on the inside. He's got the 54 of Baron Labasco right there behind him. Looking good. Walker Thompson up there. These guys are still locked together like glue, nose to tail, and they are still 2 abreast coming down the fire down the back stretch here. Actually coming to the line this time by. It's going to be a drag race this time by. Bam! Look at that. Robert Kennedy jumps bounds the 6 and 8 spot. Looks like he's actually just trying to ride his time right there. Look at that. Shane Therian, though, boy, up in the 5th spot already. Looking good. Gotcha. Okay, I'll let you mention that. Right here, the man looking good. Actually, Shane's won a lot of races here at Hardline, so that's awesome. Man does big things. Evil Motorsports, man. I notice he don't have his teammate out there, Michael Finlayson, here tonight, though, but he does have, I think, Bronson Stafford. That's his other teammate. Boy, look at him go wide out there, though. Shane Therian's trying to bring that thing to the front. Awesome view here so far. And that looks like Clarice Wright's going to the back, because up front, Baron Labasco's got the 54, man, storming. But he's got Thomas Bretzi right there all over his back deck lid. Shane Therian's running in 3rd. Here comes a man on the outside. He's got 2 cars with him. And that's old Bronson Stafford bringing the 18 machine of Walker Thompson with him. They're going to form a high line, and they're going to make it 2 wide right here. They're going to try to bring that high line to the front. These cars jockeying around just a little bit. Not too bad. Looks like that wheels off the ground. Wow, talking about some physics. Man, right now, look at that. The high line's coming to the front, coming to a hurry. As old Bronson Stafford brings it to the front. He's going to play, man, side-by-side escapades here with a man of Baron Labasco. He gets a good run, though. That 24 pushes a good bit there. Thomas Bretzi, man on the end, on the back behind him. Looking good so far. Right now, this is it. Boy, they're still side by side. They're tooth and nails. They storm around this huge track at Daytona International Speedway under the lights. Hardline Racing. We're at lap 5 here of 80. They storm down the back stretch as they come across the line this time by. Lap 6, boy, I tell you what. Bronson had that thing by nose coming to the line, folks. That was an awesome, awesome looking shot that we had right there. Boom. Let's go with a close-up here as we see these guys storming. Beautiful looking cars under the lights right there. I love looking at these things every minute as they are storming down that bastard. Hey, let me know how the stream looks out there to you folks, man. As always, want to try to make everything sound good, look good for y'all, enjoyable. Oh, but the 39's around, net coated into the man. It's the big one. We got it right here. Oh, he caught the apron and then caught a lot of cars. That was wow. The 39, let's just go back on to the replay here and go back on that one because he caught the apron right there just a little bit. And that car caught that apron. Bronson Stafford was a man up front there in the Cineplex machine. They were all just single, the nose to tail, side to side. What's going on, Ken? Yeah, he got down on the apron and then net coated into the 18. And man, the 54 nowhere to go. Oh, it was just a pile up. Problem is, like I said, when you start like that, the beginning, oh, look at that. Just pretty much took everyone out. Oh, and the 20 almost got by. Wow. Oh, you gotta hate that. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. That just about, you're right, pretty much just about took the whole field of cars. Wow. Now, one thing I don't know is I don't think they have fast fixes here either. So it'll be very interesting to see who made it through and who didn't. Because if you've got a very clean car, you should be able to walk away. 38 car. Yeah, he's a little beat up right now. Wow, that was a huge wreck. Just a huge one. And I hate to see that, man, as always. Well, that puts Cody Tabor up front. It is a game changer. You're right, Ken. Definitely, it's definitely a game changer because I just don't think they have fast fixes here. I think they do. I might be wrong because a lot of them guys just used them. Yep, okay. Good deal. They got one. All right, well, then maybe not so bad. I see Shane didn't use his. He still got a little damage on the nose. We'll see if that hinders him. But 39 used his, so okay, they do have one fast fix, so that's good. Definitely would have been a big game changer if they didn't. Yeah. Well, not everybody got damaged like Cody Tabor. You can see him up there, the 21. He's clean. 42's clean, obviously. So those two would have really benefited if the other guys didn't. But like I say, hey, they did. They got the fast fix out there, used it. Problem is they use it early on. What's going on, Ken? How you doing, man? Yeah, let's play a little music while we're waiting for the thing to go by. How's that? Well, like I always say, if you like what you see, hit a like and a sub. If you don't like what you see, well, hit a dislike, or I don't know what to tell you. Go watch golf. And speaking of golf, y'all can watch it on the same network that actually you watch the races on, because yes, I have a golf game. Actually, it's a pretty cool golf game. I'll play some more of it for y'all too. Actually kind of cool. Nice. Yeah, that was a crazy one. I'd have to go back too far at this point to try to look at it. Yeah, it was a crazy mix up there. So that's good. Only 11 seconds damage. All right, good deal. Woo, well, leaves Cody up front. So it was an interesting first 9 laps here of 80. Looks like I say, the man just caught the apron, and from there it was on. Boy, you know, he lost it coming up in the field. You know, I know. Come back up in the field, man, and that many cars, it's over with. Race so far has been a really good one. Actually, liked it. However, lights off on the pace car. Here we go. We're definitely going to get done with this one. Was one of them boneheads, Dave, out there? All right. Well, thought the lights were off on the pace car, but guess not. You raced the Mazda things too, Dave? I don't know, nobody won't see that, Dre. Might want to put it on the hood, because that's the only place they'll be able to see it. Front bumper. Oh, hey, you give Dave a hard time. Yeah, the Mazdas are cool cars, man. I like them. We need to go back and try it again on the tracks. I need to run a little bit of them. They're a Lime Rock. Yeah, Lime Rock's a good track, man. Kind of like that place. I might have to do a few of them. Won't be able to do it tonight, but might do one tomorrow. That's only because I wasn't there. They need to finish like 4th. Oh man, I want scared. I won a championship in road. So, all right, pace car's in. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Lap 12 of 80 here. We'll look at old Cody Tabor. Gets a jump out front. Not for long, because here comes Shane Therian on his back deck lid. He's going to get a run as they coming up through there. Here we go. All right now, old Shane, man, Evil Motorsports himself, looking very good. Right behind him. Yeah, the hill's a tough one. Yeah, they're good. I came from the roadside IU. Got a lot of Project Cars videos. Actually won a championship with the boys in the league we used to run in. So I know a couple guys, man, that are very fast in it. Yeah, it's not bad. We got about, we actually got 17 guys out here running in this one. And they're all looking good, all still running. Shane Therian, man, at Evil Motorsports puts it out front, though. And he's got old Justin Munchell right there behind him. A little bit of aerodynamic damage, like you said, on the front side of Shane. So we're going to have to see if that hurts him as he's out front here. And, yeah, that one's going to be interesting because on the outside, here comes that 39, the Cineplex man. He is doing big here, making movies, and he's bringing that outside line along with him. That's right, 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th, everyone. Well, short-lived here. Bronson Stafford's coming to the outside. They are double foul time right now here. They are 3 up, 3 down as they're coming around the turn. This time by under the lights of Daytona International Speedway. Bronson Stafford in the 39 trying to pull ahead of the man of Shane Therian on the inside. They are still doubled up 2 by 2. Looking like a dog fight coming to the front here. In the front straightaway, all the way into turn number 1. The Navy Machine's holding his own on the inside. He's got that 2 of Justin Munchell, man, looking very good, pushing him along the way here. Well, we're hitting speeds of 190-some mile an hour, folks. Very, very well respected style speed. Boy, they are back there. Cody West trying to get the idea where he wants to go. Don't count out Corey Blevins, that 99 machine looking good. And also, and he's actually pushing that number 39 on the high side there. So those guys, man, are looking good. Yeah, Chief's really good. He's got some other buddies out there that's really good too. So well, it's a good battle right now, man, amongst these guys up front. Oh, we got a blinker. That's actually Justin. We lost him. Woo! That's not what you want to see at those kind of speeds. Right now, the 39 leads his dancing partner in the 99 up front. He says, well, I got to go down to the bottom. I like the bottom side. Nice. Good deal, Ken. I like that. Awesome. Yeah, I like some road racing stuff, man. Ooh, the 20 gets a little wiggly right there. Has to get out of it just a moment. Because, boy, he could have got bad right there in the front. Here we go. Justin's still up there. Let's go on the 99 Corey Blevins because Justin seems like he's blinking just a little bit. Blinky, blinky. Yeah, that's right. He's a blinker. What's going on, Rob? How you doing? Oh, look at Cody get very wiggly. Looks like these cars are very, very wiggly out there. Maybe a little bit of looseness to them, ill handling. I know they're having to get them a little cool. Cody goes to the high side. He's going to try to bring that high line with him. It's a 5-car breakaway up there and a 4-car on the bottom. If they can get that 10-car to snug up there on the Coors Light machine, might be, they going to wreck. I don't want them to wreck, but that is a possibility. They could possibly end up wrecking. Coming to the line, they storm by here the grandstands here, full Daytona International Speedway. Bronson Stafford and company, he's able to pull these bad machines here up front. He's got the Cineplex, got Shane Therian behind him. Now, as long as Shane stays behind him, it's actually he held pretty good while he's out front, even with the damage. So, not too bad, didn't roadblock him too much. The man's got a bad, fast car out there in the 38 machines. He's riding there behind old Bronson Stafford. Being a little patient here. Lap 17 of 80. Nice. There you go. Well, it'll be a bunch of junk machines. That's all I'd have to say. We'll be here at Daytona International Speedway. Well, right now it's 3 cars up high, about three. I'm gonna say 3 on the bottom. That 4th car's not quite tucked up to the rear end there, the number 2. He's trying to get up there, just can't quite get the draft. As here comes another machine bringing the other 2 with him. We got a pack breakaway though. I will say that the top runners up here don't look like these cars are wanting to glue up like they normally do. But look at Tony Tabor on the high side. He's got the 99 of Corey Blevins right there trying to push him all the way around this track. Cody, he leaves the 99 and gets spun. There's a big one. Wow. No caution. Because he got off the track, but that's going to mess up the field bad right here. Actually going to let Corey Blevins take it to the front with Kyle Zimmer. Cody probably should have stayed with his dancing partner, to be all honest right there. Now what these 2 need to do is stay nose to tail and hook up so they can get back up there and catch those 2 cats and bring it right here. Well, that's what I was saying. I was hoping everybody would say maybe the yellow was a little easier to see. So good deal. No caution because he got off the track down below. That's some of the things about Daytona here. Is if you spin, it's almost like Michigan. If you spin and go all the way down to the infield, there won't be any caution. So, well, it did mix the field up a lot though. As right now the 2 cats up front. That's old Corey Blevins, Kyle Zimmer up there. Let's ride along here with old Corey, man, as we're seeing what he's seeing out his front windshield, so to speak. It's riding right there. Actually riding along with Kyle, excuse me. He's riding behind old Corey, who's got a StarTech machine out there tonight. Nice. Yeah, Dre will be done with that by the time the race is done. That'll be about how long it'll take him. Alright, here we go. Wow, looking good so far. Just kind of riding right there, biding his time. It's lap 21 to 80. No need to push the issue yet. Shane Theron's got that little damage. He's got Bronson's traffic right there on his back deck lid. Let's see what they're doing. Look at that little boom, little bump draft. Boom, boom. Honor, courage, and commitment. There you go. Like that. Looking good right now. There's Justin Munchel. Now they're in a 3-car hookup. They'll be able to run down those leaders here soon, and they are. They're only 1.6 seconds behind. So that's about 3 hours. Right behind them, old Robert Kinney. He's going to see what he can do. He's got a good dancing partner there of Thomas Bredson. Maybe by tomorrow. I hear you. Oh, wow. That's always good. That's what we do. We have fun, fellas, man. Just kid around and everything. So these guys right now are back in single file. Best thing that they can do to get back up here and get back into a bunch. So they can get back up here and get very racy. So, good running right now is what we're seeing. And like we just said, yeah, it didn't take long for Shane and company there to catch the leaders, and they're coming to the outside in a storming hurry right now as they come into the line. Boy, it'll be a drag race to the finish if this is what it would be. Man, Corey Blevins would have held him off just by a fender right there. He's got Kyle Zimmer on the inside. They're trying to hold him up. 4 cars up high and about 5 or so down low as the outside lane is forming up. Here we go. Bronson Strafford's trying to push that 38 to the front. I think that damage is hurting him just a little bit. Star Trek, huh? I hear you. I like Star Trek. It's a little bit. Well, them cars are awfully evil handling. Wicked loose what it looks like right now. We got some cars. Well, they're coming into the pits. Green flag stops. Wow. Look like Joshua Adams and company back there that opted to come in. We are at lap 24 here, 80, so pit stops should be a thing. Right now, they're double file up front. Man, look at the door. Man, that's some side drafting right there. As he gets down there and almost hammers the door. That's Thomas Shane Therian right there on Corey Blevins side by side coming down the back stretch. They are wheel to wheel as they head into turn number 3, putting the hammer down here at Daytona International Speedway. Out front, that 99 machine of Corey Blevins. Shane Therian on the outside. Behind him, his dancing partner, Kyle Zimber. But boy, Corey Blevins goes high and leaves Kyle out there. Don't know why he would do that. Wow. So, kind of crazy. But then Shane says, hey, look, get out the way, move. Get out the way. And he did. Moved him out the way at 190-some mile an hour, folks. Gave him a little bump draft. And here comes the man. Well, Bronson Stratford still pushing that man up front. Shane Therian, he runs Evil Motorsports. Tonight he's got the Navy machine, and he looks like a big old battleship out there. And Corey Blevins is still, bam, in the wall hard. That was Robert Kinney with Corey Blevins back there, and he slammed that outside wall hard. Let's go back and watch this, because he goes boom right into the wall. Hard shot. Man, better get some headache medicine, like a BC or something after that hit. He did. Hung him out to dry. Then the man behind him hung him out. 99 goes high, then he just clips and then boom, right into the wall. Hard shot right there. Man looks like a punched-in bulldog now. Wow. Hate to see that. What a hit. What a hit. Somebody get that man some Tylenol, because he's going to need it. Caution's out. A good race so far. Loving every minute of this thing here. We're under the lights, Daytona International Speedway here tonight. Hardline Racing Series, man. The Contender Series, that is. Daytona Beach, USA. We've got some clear skies here. And these guys are putting on a good show so far. Want to appreciate everybody coming out and watching this one. And as always, hey, if you like what you see, hit a like. Hit subscribe. If you don't like what you see, well, then don't. Can't tell you either way. So, there you go. But, you know what it's about time for? That's right. I think we're about time to crank with the speed cam. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, 99. Well, that's easy to do, the base. Pit road, busy place right now. All right, Bronson Stafford looks like he came out in 6th. So Rob said the blue car did that. That narrows it down. Everybody, look for a blue car. Speed cam in the pits. There you go. We'll do it when they go back to green flag. How's that? Give us a good idea. We'll send it off green flag with a speed cam, folks. I can't go back too far, man. Can't go back that far now. It was the 10 car, the 99 was back there. Looks like he just got back in the back of the 10, set them up into the wall. It's just one of them racing deals, man. They were hooked up drafting. It's Daytona. Guys get hooked together. It is what it is. Yeah, if Rob's looking. We are. We about to, fellas. Yeah, he can rewind the stream. Yeah. And at a certain point, though, it'd take me so many times to try to rewind back. You know. All right, here we go. All right, folks, get ready here. About to go green flag racing here. Gonna be lap 30 of 80. And we're gonna bring it up with the speed cap. All right, folks, well, I'll tell you what, if you don't like that and that don't get your blood pumping right there, and I don't know what will, you might want to get an appointment tomorrow with the doctor. Actually, you're probably going to have to wait. Actually, just go to the ER. But other than that, well, I always say, man, if you don't get your hair raising, hair jumping, because that is awesome thunder sound around Daytona International Speedway, the speed cam, but I don't know what to tell you. But hey, got a special guest up here, man. I'm joined in the booth by Evil Motorsports one and only Michael Finlayson.
Yeah, glad to be here, Joe. I missed the race tonight. It's at a little short track that got rained out, unfortunately, so I'm happy to join the booth tonight. And I feel like spot for my guys, so I'm hopping in here.
Hey, I don't blame you. Well, right now, you know, your man out there, Shane Therian, he's looking pretty good. Right now in the 9th spot. Got caught up just in a little bit of a big one there earlier on, but has done quite well, and it's been really a good race, man. A good battle up front. Josh Adams right there, Kyle Zimmer in the mix. Cody Tabor's been up there. You know, Baron Labasco, he's there. Bronson Stratford's another one been up there early on. He got caught up in the wreck, had to use his fast fix, but hey, it's typical Daytona, side-by-side, tooth-and-nail style racing.
Well, it's good to hear. I'm looking forward to joining the session here and seeing the second half of this race. I got an update from admins. Sounds like a good race so far. I'm happy to join up in the booth with you. You've seen me alone the last couple weeks, so I'm happy to be up here. Hopefully have a good finish of the race also.
Oh, yeah, so far, man, this guy's been on, I always say one heck of a show, man, as always. Caution countdown, all right, we'll give you cautions. 35 laps completed, 80 laps total tonight, 10 lead changes, and 2 cautions for 7 laps, folks, so not bad at all for a Daytona. Oh, you want the cautions of how many it's going to be. Oh, wow. Well, let's hope no more and it goes green all the way. Right now, these guys been a kind of single file on the inside. Got that inside lane going pretty good. It's good to have you up here, Mike. I know you probably ran these cars around this track. You'll probably give me a good insight because when I'm seeing them, they're very jumpy. Looks almost a little loose out there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but kind of what I'm seeing, the way that they're moving around a lot.
Yeah, with these cars, they just updated them. iRacing has, and with the low downforce package, and just like in real life, like you see, these guys are gonna have a lot more handling coming to play at these plate tracks, and you could easily see it. Sometimes it's a little tighter, but like we're seeing tonight, it's definitely a lot looser. So getting into the corners, I could guess on the long run, like let's say getting into 1 and 3 when you're at almost peaking 200 miles per hour in a pack, it might get a little around on you because of that little bitty spoiler on the back. So those guys have to watch out for that. And these guys are doing a good job so far, but nobody's wrecking yet. And let's hope that we could keep going that way. We'll have some green flag pit stop.
Yeah, most of the time, unfortunately, one of the major wrecks we've had have happened right up front, and one of them pretty much have taken a lot of great cars out in the field. But that's just plate track racing. Like you said, nowhere to go. If it happens up front, I mean, hey, it's really just hang on. And I always call this track a little bit of luck. And basically just praying a lot of times.
Yeah, when you enter the field, you know you have a great shot at winning, but you also have a great shot at getting in wrecks, and most of the time it's the big one, and you can't avoid it. Sometimes netcode comes in, and you're so grateful for it, but sometimes it doesn't, and you're just in for the race. It's a lot of fun when you're driving. Once you get in that wreck, you're done, and it's just really frustrating. So we'll have to see if these guys can avoid that. We had a few cautions early on, but we got a little pack now, a little bitty pack, so hopefully we can keep going here. Like I said, have a long green flag run and have these guys race it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Joshua Adams got that 88 bi-power machine up front, and he's definitely got a lot of power in the hood of it. Chris right there on the inside. He's got the 02 man carrying him. Jamie Haley right there, and then Baron Labasco on the number 54 machine. They're all up there. It is a high line, low line, all the way back. I say double file 2 times all the way back here as they storm down the back stretch here. This huge 2.5 mile facility. I call it the epicenter here, Michael. Daytona International Speedway under the lights for Hardline Racing action, Contender Series style.
Yeah, as you can see, that high line's definitely coming back into play. I finally got in this session off the slow computer, so the high line's definitely coming into play. You see Rossi Stafford, Shane Tarian, Justin Munsell in the back, just adding to that high line. So that low line's starting to fade. We got a very long high line now. So let's see how that works out. We got guys dicing up front, and they're getting really dicey mid-pack, trying to make it 3 wide. So they can keep it off turn 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're right. Look at the 88. He's going high, going low, trying to split that draft up there, trying to not let those guys get it. And one thing I noticed in a race earlier this week, I was watching guys, and boom, right there, Chris Wright almost clipped the nose back end of him. But what I noticed there earlier on was guys doing that, they would stay to the high side with their dancing partner. It looks like everybody normally, once they get that inside lane, they want to go down. But look at Chris Wright trying to split this thing in the middle.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye mid-pack here. Justin Munsell keeps looking to the inside of Cody Tabor, making it 3 wide, and he finally is going to do it. It's been really dicey about mid-pack, and they're moving around quite a bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see a wreck there in a bit, but they're finally getting singled out here and doing good. So.
Yes, they are. 3 wides. They storm down the bad stretch here. You're right. That's the 2 machine of Justin back there. He is trying to bring that thing to the middle, and he's got the 39 of the Cineplex machine. That's going to be Baron Labasco right there. That's another, that's Bronson Stafford. My bad. Baron Labasco's up front, the 54, riding along with him. He is sitting up there, but Bronson Stafford's another Evil Motorsports machine there, and he's got Shane Terrian. I always say Therian, but I guess it's Terrian, right?
Yeah, it's Terrian.
Okay, my bad. For the longest time I've said Therian. I don't know why.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of names are hard to pronounce, it's just mistakes. I think Shane's been fine when we said used to it, so.
Yeah, well, it ain't as hard as some of them over there at the Winstail Cup Series. Them boys, man, wow. I was like, well, I'm going to have to get out a thesaurus, man, for those guys and see what's happening. But boy, I tell you what, you're right. These guys are awful dicey up there. Man, doing a good job, though. Very racy early on. Lap 43 here, 80 under the lights here at Daytona International Speedway. Love this style of racing. Though Chris Wright's been able to hold on to the point. He's got that 54 locked to his back bumper like glue. But on the outside there, Joshua Adams is still trying to fight him. And he's got old Jamie right there in the O2 machine pushing him to the front.
I could only assume that pit stops are coming up here with the hardline officials. They usually put a little bit lesser of a fuel cap, so I'm assuming in a few laps here, under 10 laps, we'll have green flag pit stops. So that'll be exciting. But bulletproof race in that 48 and 88, with also the 02, they are the top 3 right now, dominating this race up front. So Evil's trying to break him up with the back of the pack on that high line, but it ain't working so far. But that bottom line's starting to build up once again. That high line's just split up again, so maybe it's because the green flag pit stops are coming up, but we'll have to wait and see. But bulletproof racing out front.
Yeah, absolutely. Them guys are looking good up front. You're right. What I saw earlier on is the outside was able to get up there. Just every once in a while it faded back. It seems like it's just a seesaw battle between the outside and the inside. Oh, the 24. Well, he got a little loose. That's what happened one time. It's actually what happened to Bronson Stafford early on in the 39 machine. He tapped the apron, was up front, and guess what? Boom, took half the field with it. There's really just nothing you can do. Just hang on at that time as the 88 fires to the front.
Now we got a big dicing right there. The 54 got on the apron there, and just a whole bunch of guys just went by him. And now we got a lot of moving around mid-pack. Walker Thomas moving left and right, trying to get around Chris Wright, and it's going to work. They're 3 wide now for the lead across the stripe.
Yes, they are 3 wide, double time on the backside here, bringing the 39 with him. Boy, they're going to power that thing to the front. Man, feels like he's got nitrous oxide in it, but he's got the NOS energy drink, man, pulling it to the front side. Walker Thomas, what a move. Power move as they're still 3 wide in the back.
Yeah, wow, the bulletproof split up right there, and Evil Motorsports took advantage of that. They just shot to the front, and now Shane Terrian looking on the inside.
Yeah, he's got that Navy machine out there tonight. Normally used to seeing him in his Evil Motorsports machine, but he looks like a battleship, and he's definitely battle-proof here tonight. He's riding behind on the back tailgate of the 39 machine there. Bronson Stafford, they stormed down, coming to the line for lap 47 here of 80. Folks, like I say, man, I want to appreciate having Michael Finlayson up here. Missed him out there in the other one, but he's another one of the Evil Motorsports drivers here in Hardline Racing, and also you can catch Michael Finlayson on Winstail on Sunday nights also, and there's a couple other series that I don't do, but I know you race in. I've seen you in there.
Yeah, another racing league I do on Thursday nights. It's broadcasted by another partner, which does great also, but it's nice to get the race. I love racing. Only if it could be in real life, it'll be a lot better, but I get what I can get here in iRacing. It's been a lot of fun, but here soon I'm probably going to have to leave Hardline, and I'm not too sure about that with work and stuff. So glad to join the booth up here. It looks like Walker Thomas is going to hit pit road here.
Yeah, a slew of them actually. The looks like the 18's coming, the 88's coming, the 0248's all coming in with them right now. So Stormer Cars committed to come in here for some green flag stops. Going to actually mix up the field just a little bit, as we saw. And actually, while we were sitting there talking in the back, didn't bring a caution out, but the 21 of Cody Tabor slammed the outside wall down on the backstretch. Got that car going again. He's not had a night he's wanted really eventful. They put the 39 up front there, but he's got that 5 machine. Old Tyler Hensley. Haven't talked about him much tonight. He's got the 20 of Kyle Zimmer there on his back deck lid. And it's awesome racing so far, but you're right. Green flag stops are amongst us.
Yeah, you can see Tyler Hensley trying to work that side draft on the outside. He got really close to the right rear of Bronson Stafford off turn 4, and he's trying to get a run off of it. It ain't working right now. He's hoping for him help behind him by the 20 of Kyle Zimmer, but I'm getting reports that there's just barely a couple, maybe 3 laps of fuel left, so maybe the guys on the top line are going to try to sink into the bottom as we get ready for the pit stops here. Not sure. I don't think they'll be the last green flag pit stops, but they might be.
Yeah, I think the last time we did it, actually we had one other green flag pit stops, and we had a short caution at about lap 5 or 6, and then at about lap 24 they took green flag pit stops. So if you do the calculations, about what, 20 laps or so roughly. So you're right, we're probably not, I'm going to say probably 2 more stops is what it's going to take.
Yeah, usually on 18 gallons when these things are full, they can make about 40, just above 40 laps of fuel, and we have 30 laps to go. We're coming to 30 to go next time by, and they're going to have to pit about next time by, I would guess. So 30 laps of fuel they're going to have to make with just 10 gallons, which is pretty much, I think, about 25 laps max. So I think we're going to have 2 more pit stops here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cautions could play in effect. Obviously, we hope we go all the way green here this time by. Looking up here in the high view here, I call it the blimpy cam. That's what's actually in the blimp, but let's get us a good representation. These guys are all now in a freight train, single file, storming down the backstretch, heading into turn 3 here for lap 51 of 80. Do you see anybody, or you might think of anybody that might try to stretch it and make it one more stop?
We might see some guys try, but I don't know if it's really capable. You're going to need to get in a good draft, but that lead car is going to use obviously the most fuel since he's just beating all the, cleaning the track for everybody. He's out front, he's burning more fuel, leading the pack. So guys in the back of the pack maybe could save a little bit more, but if you're leading the pack, I don't think you can. Like Bronson Stafford right now is burning more fuel than, say, Shane Terry and Justin Munsell, Tyler Hensley, and etc. So I don't think these guys can save enough. You're going to have to run out here like at 150, and I don't think that's going to work out for you.
Yeah, no doubt. You're right. I mean, because you do that, you can give up more time on the track than what it's worth. Actually, the risk is not worth the benefit, basically, is what we're talking about. So, yeah, one more time. I mean, right now, as we said, it's 29 laps is what they would have to go. 28. But here, as we say that, well, here comes old Bronson Stafford and company.
Yeah, Shane Terry and Justin Munsell join him down pit road. They're side by side, Bronson Stafford and Shane Terry, and they got to get situated here for the pit stalls. But yeah, I think what we'll also look forward to, if it does stay green with about 5 to 10 laps to go, these guys are going to have to come back down if they do, and they're going to have to decide between 2 tires or just fuel or 4 tires. I'm guessing, depending on tire wear, maybe it'll just be fuel only, but we'll have to see.
Well, we just saw the 39 there was watching the pit. He only took 2 tires and fuel. Dropped it out. Tire wear is not that big of an issue here. I'm not going to say it's not an issue, but it's, you can do 2 tires here and actually make it work.
Yeah, definitely, especially in the cooler temperatures here tonight. Only 76-degree track temperature, and it's really cool with the winds. So I don't think tire wear is going to make a big difference. I know with these little bitty spoilers, handling's going to come into play, but still, I think the tires are completely fine. Yeah, like we said, we just got a report from Shane Terry, and that there's really barely any wear on his right side. So as they join in this front pack here, Walker Thomas, who pitted about 3 laps before these guys, and Josh Adams, Jamie Haley, and Chris Wright, they're going to blow past them. Hopefully they could hook on to the back of that draft, and it looks like it's only them 7 right now.
Yeah, it is. Well, the best thing that 2, 39, 38 can do is stay in a single file like they are and don't get out there battling with each other, because they are not that far off the pack that just went by them. There was just talking about with Chris Wright and company. So they should be able to run them back down with ease and hook on to the back end there and then make a freight train here. And then hopefully by the end, be patient enough, which I know sometimes that's hard to do. You know, as a driver, you know, I'm up here calling, but as a driver, I've been in that situation. It's definitely hard to sit back there and be patient until the, you know, the closing laps. But I always like to say, business will pick up as the laps get winding down towards 80.
Yeah, I think the big losers on these pit stops are the guys that just came out of pit road. Thomas Bresci, Tyler Hensley, Baron Lebosco, and etc. Casey Shue. I think they might have took 4 tires, and they're way out of the lead pack right now. They were in the lead pack when everybody started pitting, but they lost the draft. They might have taken 4 tires or full tank of fuel. Well, obviously a full tank of fuel, but they dropped way behind the pack. They're not going to catch them, I don't think, if they get in line anyway.
Yeah, right now I'm showing them. Actually, Thomas Bresci, Tyler, and Baron are all 8 seconds back from this pack right now. And like we was talking about before, now you've got about a 7-car, actually a 7-car, 8-car, 7-car pack up front in a single file line of the freight train. If they stay that way for a long period of time, they're going to walk away from those guys back there from the 8th place on, because that's that would be the 24 machine there, Thomas Bresci. So far, very good. And this is what green flag stops do. You know, this is where the strategy plays in so well here.
Yeah, with this top 7 here, we got a great group of guys. These guys race around each other pretty much a lot, in my knowledge, so I think we'll have a clean race here. They're just situated here, try to save gas, and as I say that, Justin Mutzel goes to the high line trying to get help from Bronson Stafford and Shane Terrian in the back, but I don't think these guys are saving gas. They definitely cannot make it. I think there's only about 22 laps of fuel that they have left with about 25 to go, so some might try to stretch it, maybe that second pack, but I don't think anybody's going to make it. They might come in and top off at the end of it, but hoping for no caution. Justin Mutzel shots at the top of Chris Wright, and he's already up front battling with Walker Thomas for the lead across the stripe, and he has it across the stripe.
Yes, he does. He brought that tube machine, the Coors Light power on the outside there, and Walker on the inside with the NOS, the 88 machines trying to hook up. They need to get a little bit more nose to tail and in a more tighter group there if they want to hold with that outside lane, because right now Bronson Stafford's the man out front, or the man right behind the tube machine, excuse me, and then the 2 leaves him out, and the 2 Evil Motorsports machines go to the front.
Yeah, now the line's all dicey. There's Walker Thomas, who's just leading us back to 4th, and all the guys that were behind him, the top 4, are pretty much following him still, and pretty much 5th, 6th, and 7th just went to 1st, 2nd, and 3rd that quickly. So how quickly things can change. I mean, if these last 4 guys just get in line here, they could blow right past. They could keep swapping for the lead here, and hopefully it'll make for a really entertaining second half of the race. But Shane Terrian getting left on the outside, he's just going to drop the back, it looks like.
Yeah, now here's the thing. We're seeing what happened right there, and I'm glad you're up here, because it's something I watched early on in a plate race that guys, actually teammates, they stayed together up high even though they had it inside. Normally what we see the 39 do is what I normally am used to seeing guys here in the iRacing in most leagues. Once that inside line opens up, they drop down, they leave their dancing partner alone. I mean, let's play devil's advocate. If that was you in that case, your teammate's right behind you, wouldn't you want to stay with your teammate? He brought you to the party. Would you want to stay there with him?
Yeah, I think about usually during the day here. I don't know if temps are getting up there right now, but usually with the temperatures of the cars, oil temp, water temp, when you're pushing somebody to the front that hard on the top side, usually you're overheating by the time you push them to the lead. So I think that's one big thing with it, is once you push a guy out front and you just tell him to go to the bottom because you're overheating, and you're hoping that high line's just going to do the same thing over and over. Maybe cycle you to the lead after pushing your teammate there, and just keep filing from there. But it hasn't really worked yet. But I don't know if temps are going to be a problem, but that's one major factor that plays into that. And usually they just drop down because they're overheating on the high side and just trying to get some clean air.
Okay, well, that's a good explanation, because I always wondered that. I'm like, well, you know, they brought you to the party up there, and then you just kind of leave them out to dry. We saw it earlier on. You know, obviously, you know, you got to do what's going to benefit you here in the closing laps, because that's what it is. This time by here, it's going to be 20 laps to go, folks. So you're right. And, you know, Rob out there, he's just wondering about all the fuel strategy and what's going on. And, you know, Michael was telling us about they run 18 gallons. Yeah, 10 gallons.
10 gallons, man.
10 gallons, okay. Not a lot of fuel when you look at it, this big monster of a track.
Yeah, 10 gallons. I was doing the math. It'll probably be about 26 laps, 25 laps, like I said earlier. So like you said, about 18 gallons will get you about 40 plus laps here, just about around there. So these guys cannot make it today, and I don't think any of them can. So we will see more green flag pit stops if it does stay green, which is pretty entertaining. I think they're only going to stop in their pit box for maybe about 2 seconds just to get enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. But we were talking about that second pack, Thomas Bresci, Tyler Hensley, and Baron Lebowski. They dropped back 3 more seconds to about 10.5 seconds back instead of the 7 seconds that they were at the beginning of the run. So they're not gaining any time. It looks like these top 7 are going to be the only guys contending for the win if it does stay green.
Yeah, right now this begs the question here. You got to ask, though, if you know you're not making time up back there, do you start saving fuel now and say, okay, these guys in front have to stop? Might take a chance and push it. Why not? Well, you got to lose. You're already back there at 10th, 11th, 12th spot.
Yeah, I think that's maybe what they're doing, maybe dropping back, but I'm still not sure with 20. I think they pit with about maybe 29 laps to go, and you can go about 26, so they'd have to save a lot of fuel, but I'm not too sure if it'll work. But with only a 3-car pack, they're burning more fuel to try to stay with them, so I'm not too sure. We'll have to see how it plays out. That's the most exciting thing about racing, seeing how it plays out. You don't want to know about all the strategy, but hopefully we'll stay green here, and it'll be a lot more fun to watch, other than maybe get back punched together, maybe have a big wreck, which would be really unfortunate, taking a lot of guys out. So if it stays green like this, I think these guys will get situated. They'll be smart at the end of it.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Rob, you're talking about tires. The problem is on a Daytona track, tires really is not, I don't want to say an issue. They are an issue, but they don't wear as fast as like any other track. So, if you're so far back, tires are not going to make you up here. Track position and fuel is the biggest thing. Obviously, track position is the biggest thing to get up front to even have a chance, because you got to have the draft here. It's a plate style race, so yeah, this is not more of a tire strategy where you can slap 4 tires on that thing, take the chance, and then run it back up front. 4 tires, as opposed to a guy with no tires, you just would lose so much time and just not enough time to catch back.
Yeah, and I think those guys, the final 3 that we're talking about, did take tires, and they obviously dropped way behind the lead pack. And I think, as we said earlier, we got reports from pit row that there was minimal tire wear, so only about the iracing percentage, about 3% off on that run that we had. So not much tire wear, but if you want to see tire wear, head over to Winstall. They have custom setups, and they make those tires wear big time. So if this was Winstall, they would be taking 4 tires every time. But I think with this fixed setup in cool weather, I don't think they're going to really need tires. I think fuel's more important at this point.
I tell you what, though, y'all do put on some exciting racing. I will say that, because the last one, Talladega, was Daytona, was very exciting.
Well, we try not to have any big ones, but I'm part of that half the time. But this season hasn't been too good for me, so I'm happy to hopefully do well in Hardline. But I was a defending champion in Winstall, and I'm having the championship slump at this point. So.
Well, we've got 2 races to go. We're going to talk about Winstall, and then we start the season 6. I'm happy to be able to be back there, man, doing those races, because I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun to be there, along with the Hardline season here. And then we talk about pit stops. Boy, here comes the 1888, 02, and the 48. Looks like those 4 cars are committed. So let's watch pit road here and see what these guys do here for a second. Going to be interesting to see if they just take a splash of fuel and go and no tires. And 48's in. I don't see tires yet. None of them took tires. They all just took fuel.
Yeah, they're pretty committed on this strategy.
Did the 18 get a penalty? He's still on pit road. He must have got a speeding penalty.
Yeah, he could have, or maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's still on pit road. Yeah, he was still on pit road. 48 too, and the 88 took off, and he's still there. Man, that's going to hurt. Unfortunate on his end.
Yeah, those guys are obviously committed. They knew they couldn't make the end of the race. They obviously pit really early, get it out of the way, and just race it to the end. They have enough cars. Well, they had enough cars with Walker, 4 cars, I think. So now they only have 3 of them. So hopefully they could get back bunched together here, because they know they have enough fuel now, and try to go to the end here. Not have to worry about it.
Yep. All right, well, that's going to put us back up front here with Bronson Stafford up there. Justin Munchell, he's right there behind him in that tube machine. That 18's back out again. The problem is he just went a lap down. I don't know what happened there, if he got speeding penalty or what.
Yeah, I'm very unsure there, but here come our leaders. They're doing the same strategy. They're not running the tank out, trying to hope for a caution. They're doing it now with about 10 laps of fuel left in the tank. So They're obviously committed. Hopefully they come back out with all 6 of them again, since Walker looks like that's a penalty or something, but I'm not too sure. His tires didn't lift. I don't think he took tires.
Nope,
38 slides to his box. And I think Shane Terrian was losing time off the top 2. Justin Munsell and Bronson Stafford coming to pit road anyway. He was about 3/10 off of them losing the draft. Maybe that damage is coming into play.
Yeah, and he didn't use that fast fix or anything here, but now all 3 of those drivers, they just took fuel only. So definitely no tires here, all fuel. Obviously, if a caution come, let's say it came out now or whatnot, sure, go back in, get you some tires. And hey, if I was in the back of the pack, I would. Then your tire wear would probably matter. But, that's only if a caution comes out. So they're back there nose to tail. Like you said, 39.2 and the 38. They're all right there. And they're going to hook up and try to bring this thing to the front.
Yeah, those guys that pit 2 laps before him, Jamie Haley, Chris Wright, and Josh Adams, are just a few seconds behind him. Looks like they're going to join back up again. About 10-mile-per-hour difference right now in 3 and 4. But looks like they're going to get all 6 of them together and try to work their way up front. And as we're talking about that, with the 3 guys that lost the time last time on pit road during going 5 pit stops, Thomas Ressi, Hensley, and Lebosco, they're the leaders right now, and they're obviously looking like they're going to try to stretch it as far as they can go on this fuel, and then maybe hope for a caution to save them. But they're out front right now.
Well, and the good thing is it was just a fuel stop, no tires, so there won't be really no time-wise made up there. I say that unless these guys, well, right now they're going to get racy up there. If they would have stayed single file, as long as they say double file, though, those guys up front look like millionaires. But look at old Casey Shue right there in the 4th spot, and Jamie Haley right there. He's in the 5th spot. Now, Casey Shue looking pretty good, but he doesn't have anybody working with him.
And Casey Shue's only working with the 42 car. Seems really squirrely, so that's kind of unfortunate for him. He's falling behind. Hopefully, I think he's going to have to pit again, too. So I was going to say, hopefully he could get up with the leaders like Jamie Haley and them. But he's going to have to pit, which is going to throw him off strategy. I think he was with the top 3 in their lead pack and then fell off of it. So we see Walker Thomas getting lapped again officially. So once he's top 3 pit, he'll get his lap back. Obviously, he really needs a caution at this point. He's not going to have any help. It doesn't look like maybe catch the 4 car and the 42 like we said, but looks like the 18's out of contention for this race. So whatever happened, I guess it would be a penalty. I don't see what else could happen.
Yeah, it had to be just a speeding penalty. Didn't catch it. But I tell you what, up front there, we were talking about it. Chris Wright in that 02 machine went by the 39, and then when it did, it upset them all. Now they've got back there, and then here they come with the 2 and all, making it 3 wide because the 48 decided he was going to do a little battle. So they said, hey, look, y'all came by us. Here we come. We're going to do this favor. George out in the chat there, or Sal's out in the chat there, says, man, that was close. Yes, it was. At 190-something mile an hour, them guys making moves like that. So it's awesome to see. Appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. What's going on? George Gibbs out there, IU, got Dave Dre broadcasting. We're here at Hardline Racing Series, the contenders here for Xfinity Series. We call it the B car here on iracing, Daytona International Speedway under lights. And I'm up here, Joe White in the booth, and I'm got accompanied by old Michael Finlayson, the driver for Evil Motorsports. And right now, Evil Motorsports, we're watching Bronson Stafford right there in 5th, because if Thomas Bretzi and them up there can't make it, they should cycle these guys around to the pits. Now, here's the thing, Michael. They're 26 seconds back. If those guys came in and splashed fuel, how close is that going to put them together?
I think it'll be very close, because I think maybe, if not ahead of them, since I'm pretty sure it'll be ahead of them, because I think these guys took a splash. But 26 seconds, you have to slow down big time here. You're going from 195 to down to 55 for pit road speed, and you're doing that for a pretty long time. And not to forget, you had to go into your pit box for about 5 seconds, completely stopped. So I think they'll probably blow past them at going 55 miles per hour down pit road. As we got to spin, Bronson Stafford from 4th place. He's going to come back up, and everybody misses him somehow. He might have minor damage, but he just got tapped in the bumper in the wrong spot, and one of all places, the tri-oval by Justin Munsell, and that's unfortunate, but it brings up the caution, which Walker probably wanted, and I can confirm that Walker was a speeding penalty.
All right, good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, yeah, we just watched that live right there, the 39. Hey, basically a racing deal. They were bump drafting at the wrong time, wrong place. Definitely don't want to see that coming into the tri-oval, and the 39 took a ride. Good thing is, he didn't hit anything. He just spun it around. He'll go in and get him 4 fresh Goodyear tires and some more Well, he might get some more fuel. We don't know, but either way, he's definitely going to get some tires. I think we'll probably see everybody come in. What would you do?
I don't know. I think if these guys can make it to and obviously the top 3 might. If they can't save enough under this yellow, it looks like we'll restart with about 5 laps to go, I would guess. So, yeah, 4 or 5 laps to go. So, if they can make it, I think they'll stay out. I don't think tires are going to be that important here. And track position, usually at Daytona lately, has been really important. So, I think if these guys stay out and control like the top 6, I think they'll be completely fine. But obviously, those top 3 are going to have to pit. They can't make it unless they save enough.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's why we got this little tattletale needle down here in the far corner, Michael, because it kind of tells me what they're doing up front there. Thompson, as you can see him right now, he is definitely clutching that thing. He's riding in 4th gear. He brings the throttle up just a little bit. Right now, there he goes. Throttle's up to 3,500 RPMs. It's gone again. So he is doing that but he's still going to come into pits. He just decided he's just not going to be able to make it.
Looks like somebody that does want to try to make it is Baron Lebosco, as he stays out from the lead, and I believe he pit with those 2 guys. So he's going to try to make it here.
Wow. And that's, it is a call. I mean, he is clutching a little bit. He's in 4th gear. Obviously, that's what I ride around in cautions anyway, to save as much fuel as I can. Not clutching it as much, but, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, what do you got to lose? You never know.
Yeah, it's a good call if it does work out, but if you run out of fuel, I think it'd be a good call. But at least he's going for it. You love to see guys that go for it. They don't just hand it over and give it to somebody. But it's nice to see Baron go for it. I mean, he doesn't have a win on the season. He'd probably be really happy if he did win. So he's going for it. Hopefully he stays up there and has a shot at it.
Yep, absolutely. We're going down the bad stretch here. We're right along with Jamie Haley right there. We're seeing he's actually, knocking it down, clutching himself, saving as much fuel as they possibly can here. And, we're going off the fact that, some of these guys might be a lap short or whatnot. And it's going to be very interesting because with these guys stacked up here, here's the thing, Michael. You won't be able to save fuel once the green flag goes.
Oh yeah, with about 4 laps to go, it's full throttle. You're just making it 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide. It might cause a wreck, but you're going for it at this point. Yep. I mean, there's barely any laps left, but if caution does come out, the race will end. No green, white checkers or anything. So, yeah, I think these guys are going for it full throttle. Even that 54, I don't think he could save gas out front. He'll slow up the whole pack, and they'll blow past him on the outside. So obviously, he's going to try to save under this caution and just go full throttle. If he runs out, it's over.
Well, here's the thing I've noticed about him. He has yet to kill that engine. He stayed in 4th gear, but I have not seen the needle drop once throughout this thing. So he's either very confident he's got enough fuel or, he knows something we don't know. But here's the 2 scenarios I like throwing out. I know you've heard it time and time again. Lap 80, obviously, that ends the race. That's the golden number we're looking for. Lap 76, though, if caution flies, that ends it here, folks. So that's got to be in the back of the mind of the 54. He knows these guys will hammer down, and it's just going to be full throttle all the way, like you said. I always call it the metal pedal to the floor, and these guys are going to make all 8 of those cylinders, man, sing under the hood of these machines. So it's definitely going to be interesting because when we go back green flag, so lights on the pace car should go out this time, and they do. I believe they will. It will be lap number 76, so they will take it around. So if a caution would fly, he would look like $1 million out front.
Yeah, they're going to take the green with about 5 laps to go, I'm guessing, if they do get the one to go this time. So they'll put it 6 to go and then 5 to go on the restart. So if it does stay green, I don't think he can make it. But if caution does come out with about 4 laps to go, 4 or 3 laps to go, and he could save enough under those 4 or 3 laps, he's going to look like $1 millionaire out front right there and get his first win. So that'll be good to see. But coming to the one to go here, pace car lights should shut off turn 4. And Jamie Haley, Chris Wright, 2nd and 3rd, Josh Adams 4th, and Walker Thomas round up top 5. And Walker Thomas needed that caution, and he got it. And he stayed out, and he's back up in contention for this race.
Yeah, we know he can make it all the way there. He's got definitely enough fuel. Was a really benefited him mostly out here. Got caught speeding on pit road. He came down awesomely with all the other gang there, but he got caught speeding. And but now he's right there in the mix of it, folks. Hey, go tell your wife, man. go in the other room, tell your dog be quiet, tell your neighbor hush, because we about to settle this thing here at Daytona under the lights, and business is about to pick up. These boys out there is no teammates or friendships out here now. It's all go time. Run what you brung.
Yeah, definitely. These guys are going to go for it now. I just got some messages that guys are going to make 0 friends, so this should be really fun to watch for us. But first, I just want to say Happy Independence Day to everybody that's come up in a few days. We got some patriotic teams out here. Got the Shane Terrian in the Navy car. He's obviously in the military in real life. He is in the Navy, so we thank him for his service. He's a great guy to get along with. And Thomas Bresson carrying some American flag colors also on his car. It looks very nice. So looks like Robert Kennedy back in the back also carrying some patriotic colors. So it's nice to see that. Hopefully we'll have a good finish tonight, and hope to see some fireworks go off on the back straightaway.
Yeah, absolutely. You're definitely in this. Like you just said, happy 4th weekend to everyone here. And well, hopefully we have some good racing here. Not too much fireworks after the race, like you said. Like I said, no friends right now. It's all go time. Yeah, it's all go time. Pace cars in turn 3, and it's going to set these boys a-sailing here. They're going to put the hammer down. Baron Labasco in that 54 caught up a little incident earlier on. He used his fast wicks and got up there. But old Jamie Haley in that 02's got other ideas along with the 88. So, folks, here we go, batting down the hatches. We're about to settle this one here at Daytona under the lights. It's going to be, I always say, a dogfight. Pace car takes that hard left turn off on pit road, and these machines are hammered down. Listen to the roar and the thunder. Green flag in the air, lap 76. Folks, like I said, they make this lap. Caution comes out. That man out front's out front in the 54. He looks like $1 million. They storm to turn number 1, 2 by 2. The 48 is trying everything he can to push that 54 to stay out front.
Yeah, they were already looking there. 54's around, comes back up, and he's saving on the apron. It looks like he will. That was pretty close, but so much for saving gas. I think it actually just ran out, so that's really unfortunate, but it was worth a try, as there was almost a 3rd lane on the restart, and now there is a 3rd lane, but Bressy's in it, and he's dropping. So this is getting pretty dicey here. Walker Thomas looks at the bottom. Everybody's going for it here. Nobody's making any friend.
No, they're not. They're 3 wide, 2 wide up there. The 18 machine, Walker Thomas on the inside with the NOS. He's right there. The 48 on the high side. Chris Wright, man out front loving this. That's Jamie Haley right there in that 02 machine. He's got Josh Adams glued to his back bumper. These boys, they keep battling back there. Here comes the 88 though on the outside. Michael, I'll tell you what, this is what we're going to see for the next several laps. Caution comes out at this point. It's over with. But boy, these guys, man, like you just said, it is a storm firehouse up front. There's no friends, and that's all they're going to do around this huge 2.5-mile super speedway.
And Bulletproof Racing back in the top 3. They're going to try to block the whole field here and hopefully work together, but the rest of the pack wants to win really bad, and you can see guys moving around pretty much trying to get single filed out, actually, to get a run on maybe these top 3 or 4. They need to get a run here as we're coming to 3 to go. It's getting really dicey up front. Walker Thomas pushing Jamie Haley out front again. Let's hope Chris Wright can maybe get a push 88 back out front, but it's going to get exciting here in the next few laps. Everybody's going to get stuck together, find a partner, and try to go for that lead.
It is. Hardline's trying to get formed up here. Like you just said, you got the man up top there. That's Joshua Adams in the 88, the 48 of old Chris Wright. But now they were only 2 cars up there all alone. Got an inside freight train coming on the inside here. Jamie Haley on that Ho2 machine. He has got Walker Thomas. Well, I tell you what, that caution benefited that NOS machine right there in a big way, because now he is sitting in the mix. He is chomping at the bit. Hopefully he can get this thing done, and hoping Shane Therian, now he's got his teammate there, Bronson Stafford, behind him.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to try to make a run here. We got 4 guys in the back trying to get a huge run, but Shane trying to help Walker as he hops up and is not going to help Walker. It looks like he's going to hop up and try to get in the line of Chris Wright and Josh Adams, but it looks like he's going back and forth. But people got to get situated here and try to make runs. Under 2 to go. We got to go.
Absolutely. They definitely got to go. 4 cars up top, 3 cars on the bottom. Going to bring the backpack up to these guys. We're going to have about 10 cars here battling it out. They are still side by side, inches apart from each other, side drafting, storming down this huge backstretch here. But almost the final time. They will get the white flag this time around. The man out front in the 88 machine, Joshua Adams, drops on the inside, leaves his dancing partner, the 48 up high. He might need to think twice about that as Shane Therian's pushing him to the front.
Yeah, coming to the white flag. I think if anybody wants to beat Bulletproof, you're going to have to make it 3 wide or wreck them. But we got Shane Terry all over the back bumper of the 88. He's got help from Tyler Hensley. That bottom lane, Josh Adams, Jamie Haley, Walker Thomas. It looks like Chris Wright might just be clear for the lead. No, he's not. On the back straightaway here, we're going to have to see, but everybody's going for it here. I think off turn 4, it'll get really dicey, 3-4 wide.
Yep, here they come. This time to the line, folks, out of turn number 4. They're coming into turn 3, excuse me. As they come in storming down the bad stretch here, they are still side by side. Coming into turn number 3, Chris Wright's up high. Down low's the 88 machine. As we come to the line, we're going to see if he steps out on this time by. Coming through the trioval for the final time. And the number man out front, 88, coming to the line. He's going to hang on to it there. Man, Walker Thompson held on to third spot. What a finish back there. Hey, let's go back and relive that final closing lap there again, Michael, because that was a battle for second place. As the number 2 machine, he tried everything he could to get there and get there in a hurry.
Yeah, he tried. Those last corner moves just don't very work anymore, especially with these cars. And I think if he had a shot on the outside, it probably would have worked. But that was a really close finish. It was nice to see that. But he pushed the 88 out so far on that from the high line, so that gave either of them 2 space and to go for it. So it's a pretty exciting finish.
Yes, it was. We just watched, relive the replay right there. The final lap, the final turns coming to it. The 18, man, he was right there on the door, the 02. What a finish there. But again, we hats off to that man and the 88 machine. Joshua Adams played it well and was able to put it out front here tonight for the Hardline Racing Series, Contender Series. Man, what a race. 54 tried. But Chris right there coming up in second, and old Jamie Haley pulling it off there in third. So some awesome driving out there. Has Daytona style for you.
Yeah, Bulletproof Racing at the end there, like I said, they were dominating the front 3, and at the end, 3 out of the top 4 spots. Walker Thomas just squeaked in there for third, but Josh Adams with the win here today. Congrats to him. Jamie Haley came in second, obviously, with that close finish, and Chris Wright fell back to 4th after getting shuffled out there. But yeah, top 5 was rounded out by Tyler Hensley, and it was a very good run for him. Also, he just hung up there. He doesn't have much teammates, I don't think, in that lead pack, so he had to go with his only shot, and then he got up there to the top 5, so good to him.
Yeah, I just realized something. Top 3 is all same in the same team channel. Wow. Okay, gonna be interesting. You want to speak? You want to talk to the second, third place guys?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, let's bring up our third place man here tonight. I know he's going to be, he should be relieved and kind of happy out there because he had one heck of a race here, and that's going to be Jamie Haley out there in the 02 as he had a heck of a finish. So let's bring him on up here in the booth.
Hey, Jamie Haley, it's Michael Fennelson up in the booth. It's a weird spot for you to hear me from, but you were very close there at the end. You tried to make a move, but you shoved Josh out so far. I think it wasn't going to work out there, but you gave it an effort, and congrats to you and your team. And how'd your race go overall, especially with that last caution? How do you think the end was going to go?
Me, Chris Wright, Josh Adams, as a team, we was working really good tonight. We did some testing out, see how quickly we come through the field, and at one time I think we went from the back to the front in less than a lap. So, I knew we had something for them tonight. And at the end there, I didn't know that Chris was going to fall back as far as he did, but I did. I just pushed Josh out too far, and it took my chance away from getting me. But man, it was a real fun race. Our strategy was trying to just beat them, faster pit stops tonight, and we just seemed to be equaling out, so we knew it was going to come down to the last lap probably.
It was a very good run for you guys. I saw you guys working together, and the early pit stops, about 15 laps of fuel you guys had left, and you committed to pit roads. That was obviously with your team and Walker, but I think you got a speeding penalty, which made that 4-car pack a 3-car pack. But luckily that caution came back out. It looks like you guys back there, before that caution did come out, you guys were splitting up, and looks like the leaders were fine until they wrecked in the tri-oval. But it's a good run for you guys to get back up there. And what were you feeling up throughout the race? Was it loose, getting new corners? How was handling coming into play? We didn't see much of that in the later parts or portions of the race.
It was all right, but it was real touch and go if somebody was bumping you. I mean, every time someone barely tapped you, it felt like they were slamming you. The car definitely darted each time you got hit, so it was iffy anytime the bump was coming. So you had to, really lay off of it in the corners on the straightaway. You just had to make sure you had the wheel straight when you saw them coming. But other than that, I think we ran the last 3 segments of pit stops on the same set of tires. We never changed them, so the tires are holding up good. It was just the bumping.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing here tonight. Thanks for coming up and talk to us. You got anybody you want to thank other than your teammates that worked really well tonight?
I want to thank iBuyPower for sticking with me about my 3rd season through multiple leagues here, and definitely my teammates. And thank you guys for putting on a show. And next week, Michael, you got to be there.
Yeah, it was unfortunate I couldn't make it tonight off real life things, but good run for you guys tonight. Thanks for talking.
Thank you.
All right, Michael, I'll tell you what. So you're saying, okay, yeah, my chart said that Chris got in 2nd place, but you're saying Walker got 3rd. Okay. Oh, Chris got 4th.
Yeah, Chris finished 4th. It was so close we couldn't really find.
Yeah, it was so close. Okay, well then let's bring up Walker here, and our 2nd place man Steele though. Well, we know who won. Josh Adams.
Yeah, Josh Adams won the race. Jamie Haley came in 2nd. Walker Thomas 3rd.
Yeah.
He's right 4th.
All right, well we'll bring up Walker Thomas then. My bad.
Fight.
Hey, Walker Thomas, it's your teammate up here in the booth. How was your race overall tonight? We saw you get a speeding penalty really in that later portions of the race that really put you out of the contention for the win, but you got that caution that you were probably hoping for big time. So it looks like the end there, your teammates, Shane and them, just they didn't want to go with you, which might have cost you the race, but it was a very good race for you. You got that lucky caution that you needed, but what were you thinking after that speeding penalty?
Oh, my race is over.
It's a bummer.
I mean, that's the only thing I can say. Plain and simple. Thought it was over. Just got the lucky break. I was able to stay on the lead lap too. I was on the outside of Bressie whenever the caution came out, and he was the leader at the time. So I got a lucky break there too. Didn't have to get the lucky dog.
Yeah, now let's talk about later portions of the race. We saw you and Shane and Bronson had all together on that last restart, but we knew that 54 was probably not going to make it to the end, and I don't think he did. So it was a little squirrely up there in turn 1 on the initial restart, but looks like you guys just going to get situated as good as Bulletproof was out front. They just pretty much hooked the field 1, 2, 3, and obviously finished that way. You just snuck into there, but what was going on in the Evil Motorsports camp there? You're going to get situated.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you like to know, considering you are part of us, but no, I couldn't get off the bottom there. Shane wanted me to get high as soon as I could, and I had a little mishap there in turn 1 with the 54. I don't really know, but that kind of made the high side come in real early, and I couldn't get up to get with anybody. I think Bronson was just talking about how he was behind me there at the very end, though. If we could have done that, we might have been able to sneak up there and push the bottom lane up, but whatever. It was fine. I'll take 3rd.
Yeah, at least you didn't get 2nd place. You just got a caution. It was a lot better than 10th place, what would have been. But it looks like the only chance that anybody else was going to have against Bulletproof was to make a 3rd lane and try to pass, and they were just closing together and not giving any room. So, which is all right on their part, trying to hold off for the win. So, who do you have to thank tonight after a good race or a good result for me?
Well, obviously, you, my teammates, Shane, Bronson, Justin, Robert, and then, I mean, honestly, I'll thank Bulletproof. After the first caution, I fell back, just wanted to wait it out, and they let me be with them. We pitted together and stuff, so they're really the reason that I was able to stay in the race anyways, because without their help off pit road and stuff, wouldn't have been able to be up there.
All right, Walker, thanks for talking with us. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, man, it seems like a happy camper there. So now let's get our 2nd place driver here. That's going to be the man here of Jamie Haley and that 02 machine.
I believe we just talked to you, Jamie. But,
Well, we did just talk to him, didn't we? Well, hello, Jamie. How you doing, Jamie? Well, I said it wrong. I told you that you came in 3rd, but actually you came in 2nd. So congratulations for the 2nd place. So there we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Not a problem. All right, folks, don't worry. I'll get it right for the night's over with here. All right. It's late, but I do know one thing positive. We're going to head down here to Victory Lane because Joshua Adams in that 88 machine. I'm going to get a word in with him. There's going to be one happy camper here. Joshua Adams, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, Joshua, I'll tell you what. You pulled that number 88 machine to the front. Looked good doing it. And was able to pull the win off here under the lights here at Daytona International Speedway for the Hardline Racing Series, Contender Series that is, and the Xfinity cars. How's that feel to be able to pull this victory off tonight?
Well, you said I looked good doing it. I felt really good doing it. That race was a lot of fun. Just all the way through was a lot of fun. Better than our first one, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, and looked amazing out there. And he was able to power that machine to the front. Had a little help out there. Take us to maybe the final lap there.
Yeah, we had that restart, and somebody got pushed off the track, and I kind of had to pray and go high. I didn't get wrecked there. Had some good help from Chris, and then I had to pull down in front of Jamie, and it kind of just pushed me along, and it worked out.
Yeah, absolutely. And come to the line, there was a dog fight there. Kind of had to protect that inside, outside a little bit. So he was coming on the outside there, just not enough time ran out. Normal coming to the line type of thing. But hey, again, congratulations. You pulled the win off here at Daytona. Got anybody out there you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you. And definitely, I gave everybody kind of a shout out midway through when that stage ended. That was probably some of the most insane racing I've ever been a part of. And I said, I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. We had 3 wide at the line. I think Walker won it. That was just a lot of fun right there.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank my teammates, obviously Chris and Jamie. It just worked really good tonight. It all worked out.
Yep, absolutely. Well, hey, definitely, man, a few words we can tell, but hey, definitely excited, man, about bringing it home here in Victory Lane. So, Joshua Adams, our man out front here in that 88 machine, a winner tonight here at Daytona. Congratulations again, Josh.
Yeah, thank you. I've been waiting a long time for it. Messed up a lot, and it finally worked out tonight.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Michael, let's see if we can get a rundown of results order here. We'll get it right here on the results. Joshua Adams, the man we definitely know, won this one. Showing old Jamie Haley right there in second. Walker Thomas in third. Chris Wright in fourth. Tyler Hensley in fifth. Shane Therian in sixth. Thomas Bretzi in seventh. And old Casey Shue didn't lose his shoes tonight. He was able to bring it home in 8th. Bronson Stafford there in 9th. And Kyle Zimmer rounds out the top 10.
Yeah, Justin Munsell just finishing outside the top 10 at 11th. It looks like he lost the lead draft at the end, but Baron Lebowska running out of fuel at the end also, trying to stay out, finishes 12th. Rusty Capel, he was off the lead lap, 13th. And guys caught in earlier wrecks, DNFs, Cody Tabor in 14th. Robert Kennedy returned to the track later in the race. Kenny in 15th. Corey Blevins out early, 16th. And Joel Holloway rounds out the field in 17th.
Yep, absolutely. And what a race it was all the way through here, tooth to nail, side to side, just like a typical plate track race. Daytona under the lights, Hardline Racing Series, the Contender Series here on Friday Night Racing. Well, I think we're off next week, but although we will probably see you this Sunday at Winsdale.
Oh yeah, I hope to be there. I don't want to miss it.
Absolutely. Well, it'll be an interesting race there because we got 2 to go in that series before we crown a champ over there at Winsdale. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed it here tonight. I appreciate Michael Finlayson here from Evil Motorsports Racing joining me up here in the booth. Like I say, he missed the start of the race. So, hey, he jumped up here in the booth with me. It was awesome to have him up here talking and whatnot. Because normally I do these by myself, so don't mind the drivers if they're not out there jumping up here in the booth. Gives a new perspective and a different perspective of seeing the race instead of seeing it how y'all drive. Because, I always come down there and say, man, what a race. And y'all always go, Joe, what are you talking about? So now you kind of maybe see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to be up here. I got half my rookie stripes off. I didn't do the full race, but I did half of it. So my right side rookie stripes off for the broadcasting. But yeah, we got an off week next week. It was a very good race tonight, 80 laps. So it was very entertaining. We had that late race caution, which bunched everybody back together. There was no big one at the end, which is very surprising. They raced it out up front, and we had a great finish. So it's my pleasure to be up here in the booth, doing some more knowledge, hopefully coming right off the track about last week from Iowa. So it's a pleasure to be up here. Thanks for letting me come up here, Joe. You're the owner here, the boss. So thanks for letting me come up here. It was a lot of fun doing it with you. And hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Hey, I appreciate it as always, man. It's always a pleasure to have drivers out here. Well, we don't give a shout out to OSR Network title sponsor TN Designs, racing designs and graphics. You need a paint job, check those boys out over at TN Designs. And like we said, well, we'll be here tomorrow night. We got the Racing Freak Sim Racing League Cup style action. Gonna be late night there, about 11:30, folks, because they're gonna run it right after the Daytona race. Sonoma, we're gonna turn right, left, uphill, downhill, road course racing there with some cup cars. But until then, I'm Joe White here with old Michael Finlayson up in the booth. Till then, appreciate everybody coming out tonight, and a good night.